Right, good morning everyone. Now, as you can see, I've got some crocheted flowers here and leaves. This is a flower I made, and they were all individual layers this time. And I just did a circle of crochet, and then did another one, and another one, and then finished off with the little frill that I like. So I've just done a 3-layered one, and the leaves are sewn in as well, but I did the leaves, which are these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the process. I'm not going to make another one of these, although all it is you do a circle of 6 chain, do 6 chains, individual little link. Then you join them together, and then you just go 3. You've seen me do it, and I'm going to share with you in a minute, and then you just do the edge, and that's what made the inner one, the middle one. And then the others were just done like this, again a circle of 6, then you did your chains of 3 all the way around. You do 25 of those, and then you do this one next, and then you double in each one of those. You then double. So I will take close-up pictures for you, and I'm going to take you through the process of... Oh, right, wait a minute. I'm just going to cut that. Yeah, I can do that again. I need that out of the way. So that's that. That's that one. And the leaves. All you do is you do a chain of 10, and then you do a chain of 3 chains, 3 links, right to the tip, turn it over, go back down the other side. But you can shape it by doing less, which I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do that. I know you won't understand it until I show you. So this one, again, I chained 6, and then I did a chain of 3, and I did 25 of those in the cream wool. And then to finish off, I just chained 3, went into that one, chain 3, went into the next one, chain 3, and so on like that, and you end up with that flower. This one you do a chain of 4, but then you do a chain of 3 like that chain, and you do 5 of those, and then you go back into them, and it's chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 2, chain 1. That's the pattern for the petal, which I'll share that with you. So I've done so many of them. Again, I've done the leaf to go with that particular one. This is one exactly the same as the 5 petal. You do it as 6. I don't like the 6 at all. It just doesn't look right. I like the 5 better. This one is slightly different because I've got you chain 6. Then you chain 3 and do 5 of those, and then you go over that and chain 6 and go over the 5, which I'll share that with you. And then this is just a chain of 6, join them together, and you just chain 6. So I'm going to go over those with you. And to start with, I'm just going to put my needle there. I'm just going to use a small crochet hook this time. 2.5. I'm going to go get the other wool because I think it's better if you can see it with a thicker wool. Right, sorry about that. The camera cut out again. It's a constant thing. It's, you know, if it's not the glue gun, it's a camera. I have to get a new camera every year. I wear it out that much. Right, so I'm going to take it back because I don't think it filmed this at all. Okay, let's start again. So, leaving a little tail. Wrap the wool round twice, and I'm going under the needle. 1, 2. Take the back stitch and drop it over the front stitch. Wrap the wool round and pull it through that loop, and that's your first crochet stitch. 2, 3, 4, oops, remember this is wool, 5, and I'm just going to do a last stitch. I'm going to do a bigger hole in the middle so that you can actually see what I'm doing, even though I'm doing that particular flower. So this is the one we're doing first. You've done 6 stitches. Take your needle and go through the very first one. Wrap the wool round and pull it through, and you end up with 2. Take the back stitch over the front stitch and stitch 3. 1, 2, 3. Then what you need to do is put the needle through. Don't wrap the wool round. Put the needle through, wrap it round the wool, pull it through. Again, you've got 2 stitches. Don't wrap it round. Carry on and take the back stitch over the front stitch. 1, 2, 3. Through the hole, pull the wool back through, pull the back stitch over the front stitch. Now you can swap this. That's just like sewn that one in, that bit. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3 flowers that I've done. Okay. So then we're going to go, oh sorry, I'm doing it myself. Through the hole, wrap the wool round, back stitch over the front stitch, and 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3 up to now that we've done. Pull the left. You have to pull this away, see? Because you're pulling this last stitch that you've done, you're pulling it over the circle that you made. Needle through, pull the wool round, pull it back through, back stitch over the front stitch. 1, 2, 3. And you can see you've done 4 petals. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is your last petal if you're doing a 5-petal flower. Put your needle through, pull it through, pull the wool through, and then the back stitch over that. And there's your 5 petals. But what we're doing is we're going to add on these chains. So straight away you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've done that. Now what you need to do is you need to go into this one here. You go in through, it's the one, it's like the leg that's joined that one to that one. You can see it here. But you need to go through to the back. So go through to the back of that, pull that through. Again, you've ended up with 2 stitches. You just put the back stitch over the front stitch, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, here's that loop that you need, and you need to go right through to the back. Move that out of the way. Wrap the wool round, pull it through, back stitch over the front stitch. And you see, you've done 2 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's that loop again in there. So you're going between those 2. Pull it through, back stitch over the front stitch. 1, oops, oh, get that through, mate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've done 3 flowers up to now. Now you're doing this one. So you need to go through that loop. You can see it. Pull your back stitch over your front. Crochet 6, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't think I fully got that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, you're going through where that one is, in between the 2 petals you've already done. Pull that through, back stitch over. Why does that look bigger? Set that back a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The stitches were too big. That's what's happened. Because you don't need them too big. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. push that through, bring that round, back stitch over, and there I'm just going to pull that open like that. You've got that flower. See, so there, your loose petals like that. So that you can leave it at that if you want to. But if you don't want to leave it and you want to move on to the next bit, see, that's the same, that one. You can go on, and we're going to do this flower now. Let's do this one. Yeah, that one. But you can leave that like that, and then that becomes a flower. And then you can pop on anything you want in the middle. They're a bit big, but whatever you want to put in the middle. So all you do now to cast off is, let me just cut this. See this loop you've got? Pull the thread, cut your thread, pull the thread, pull it through tight, split the two petals, and there's your flower. And then all you have to do is take your needle and wool, and hopefully, yeah, that'll do it. Now what I do is I sew down there, sew it around the edge, join these two together, double knot them and cut it, and you're fine. That will do. It will hold. Don't pull it too tight. Go around the edge. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh. That's what I hate about wool. Right, that'll do. Okay, so we're just going to sew around the edge. Like that. So we get to that section. Tie a knot, double knot. And there's your little flower, your first flower. You can pull it into shape, and that just wants sorting out. So that's that one. Now this one is slightly different. So I'm going to do a different colour. Again, it's to make a circle. Then you're going to do chain 3 like that. And then you do your next lot, which is this one, and I'll show you how to do it. That's your third row. So again, 1, 2, pull your back stitch over your front and do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I don't know what's the matter. It's the wool, isn't it? I might be using the wrong size needle, to be honest. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go through the first one, through the first stitch. Wrap your wool round, pull it through to the front, and you back stitch over your front stitch, and you get your circle to work with. So then you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Let me just check how many I did there. I think I only did 3. Yeah, I've only done the 3. Then go back into the circle. Back stitch over that. 1, 2, 3. Back into the circle. Back stitch over. 1, 2, 3. All the while I'm holding this and I'm sewing that into that circle. Through the circle, pull that through, back stitch over the front. 1, 2, 3, and we've done 1, 2, 3. This is our 4th petal. Now you can move that to one side. Oops, nearly got that wrong. Pull the back stitch over. 1, 2, 3. And there's the 5 petals. So this is the interesting part, to get this shape. Right, so you're like that. So you've done the 5 petals. So then what you do is you put your needle through the first petal, wrap your wool round, pull it through, and you do 1 stitch. Wrap the wool around the needle, back through the same petal, and you end up with 3 stitches. So wrap the wool round and you take 2 stitches off. So that's 1 and 2. Not quite got all of that off. Wrap the wool round and you take the next, hang on, it's leaving a bit behind for some reason. Oh dear, let's get that through if I can. It's not wanting to go. There we are, done it. Okay, and then wrap your wool round and go through 2. You have to move across. So wrap your wool round, back through the same petal. This is the middle of the next petal you're doing. So you go 1 stitch, 2 stitches, 2 stitches. Then you're going to repeat the one before that, which was wrap the wool round, go through the petal, wrap the wool round, pull it through. That gives you 3. And you take 2 stitches off. Wool round, take 2 stitches off. Wool round, sorry, you don't put the wool round. Put the needle back in, pull it through, and then you just do 1 stitch at the end. Take the 2 off and you've made your petal. That's a little bit hard to follow, I think. Put your needle through the next petal, wrap it round, you've got 2 stitches, pull that off, pull them both off together, wrap your wool round, then you're going to do 2 lots of 2, so that's 1, that's the second stitch, and that's your second lot of 2. Wool round, back in the middle, take 1 stitch off, take 2 stitches off, take 2 stitches off. Wool in the wrap it round, put the wool back in the middle, and you're going to do the opposite, which is what you did before. And you're going to do 2 stitches and then 2 stitches. And then you're going to put your needle back in, pull it through, wrap it round and take those 2 stitches off as well, and you end up with that. So it's put your needle through, wrap the wool round, put it through the 2. That's your first stitch in that petal. Next one, you're just taking 2 stitches off. That's 1 and 2, and then 2 more. Wool round, back through the middle. You're doing a 1, then 2, and then 2. Then you're doing another one, and you're taking 2 off and 2 off at the end. So hang on, let me get that back. And then needle through, and then through the 2 remaining stitches, and there's another one. So you can see what you're actually doing. But again, needle through the petal, pull it through, then you're doing 2 stitches off, wrap the wool around, needle through, pull it through, and you're taking 2 stitches off, and then 2. Now you're doing the middle stitch. Is you take 1 stitch off, then 2, then 2, and you go back to doing 2, 2. So that's 1, 2, and then 2, and then you do the single stitch like that, and it makes that flower, that petal. And then the last petal we're going to go on, which is this one here. Oh, sorry. Needle through, pull it through, that's 1 stitch, wrap it round, pull it through, take 2 stitches off, you've got to make sure you get it right. They don't always want to come off, and that's your second lot of 2. I hate doing it with wool. I might need a bigger needle, to be honest. Now you're doing the middle section of it, which is 1, 2, 2. So that's 1, 2, 2. Then you're going back to doing 2, 2. And then 1. Like that. And you're finished. That's it. That's your flower done. So I cut mine. Pull that through. Like that. And then when you stitch it, see? We'll stitch that up. You stitch that down to meet the other one, and then you tie a double knot and you're done. Okay. So we're going to join this up. Bring it down to the bottom section. Like that. Double tie it. And there you go. You've just made one of those. Now the leaf. So I'm going to do the leaf out of the mustard coloured. And the leaf is dead simple. I'm going to use this bigger crochet hook. So you do 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now it depends, this should be the bottom section, but you can make that the bottom section. You're going to stitch both ends in anyway, so it doesn't matter. But what you do is you put your needle through the first, see, that's the stitch you've just done, so put it through the next stitch, wrap it round and pull it through, back stitch over the front, then wrap it round your needle, pop it through the next stitch, and you're going to do 2 and 2. Wrap it round, and you're going to do again 2 and 2. Wrap it round, next stitch. This time we're going, oh, we'll do another 2, so we'll do it 2. Do that 3 times. So that's your leaf. Now you're going to extend it to get the fatness here at the bottom. So wrap it round, next stitch, and then take 1 off, then 2, then 2. Okay, wrap it round, next stitch, 1, 2, 2, and keep doing that. Oops. 2 and 2. It curls up a little bit, but it'll straighten out. Last stitch. You're doing 1, 2, 2. So you've got that. Now I want to come back up this side. So all I do is I take the needle and I pop it through this last stitch. Well, you can do it through that stitch there. It doesn't matter. Right, wrap the wool round and pull that through. So now you've got, it looks like sweet corn. You can do that. So take that one out of the way, and now you're going to go wrap it round through that first. Now you take it through the first, not the stitch, that is a single stitch, but you're doing it through that loop there. Bring it through, and you're going to go 1, 2, 2, next one straight through, 1, 2, 2, next one is there, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. So we've got that fatness, that fullness in the bottom of the leaf. So now what you're going to do is just go back to doing 1. So go back there, take 2 off, and then 2, wrap it round into the next one, 2 and 2, wrap it round into the tip, and you're going to go 2 and 2, and you see you get that leaf. And then all you do is stitch 1, cut that, pull that through, and then you stitch it together. I think I missed, did I? No, I didn't miss one. No, I didn't. I just, sometimes your stitches can end up looser than what you think you need, you know, what they should be. So with this, I just stitch back down here, right down the edge, and then bring that in just somewhere here, a quarter of the way down. Just bring that in, and then you can snip that off. It's going to be safe no matter what. And then you do the bottom section. To all you Americans who like Donald Trump, I have to say, we walked to the news this morning. I don't personally like Donald Trump himself, but I like his policies. I think he's one of the best presidents you've ever had, but that's just my opinion. I am entitled to it. And I am sorry to hear that he was shot this morning. Well, yesterday, should I say. You know, I remember the Ronald Reagan one and all of that. And violence shouldn't come into it when you're into politics. It really shouldn't. But you're always going to get those that will try it. Those that will do whatever they think they feel is necessary to get what they want. There's your leaf. And you can do it, if you want to do that the opposite way, instead of when I went down the first one, go back round that one. I went down and around, but to get the point to go the opposite way, you go down and back round. But there you go. Yeah, that's how you do them. So this one is really quick. I'll show you the little frill on the end. And because that is really quick and easy, that one. So what I'm going to do is I'll do it in the purple, because then I can use that little purple flower up. I think. No, I'll use this one. We can still have a flower like this, can't we? So move that out of the way. Now, let's have a look. So again, you do your 6. That's 1. I don't know if I've got one a little bit thinner than this. This feels... I don't want it too thin. That might be better. Let me just try that one. This one is a 4mm one. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Go through the first one. Oops, didn't go through it all, mate. Pull the wool round. pull it through. So you've got that 1, 2, 3. So you've done that. Wrap the wool round. 1, 2, 2. 1 in the middle. Wrap the wool round. 1, 2. Oops. 1, 2, 2. 1 in the middle. Move that to the back so you can work. And you just do that. I will slow this down so you can see. Wrap the wool around, pull it through. That is between each one of your chains. Wrap the wool around through the middle of the hole, pull it through and go 1, 2, 2 and your single stitch. And you keep doing that in a circle. Now with these, I've been doing 25 of them. With this, 20. So we'll just do the same again. Pull that. See how it puckers until you do enough to lay it flat. Just got time, I think, to finish this. Now, depending on what you want to make, you know, if you want to do those bells, you would join it while it's puckered like that. You would join it and then you do several rows and then you would extend it on the outside. I might come back and show you how to do it. They are nice. But you think, oh, I haven't got room now, have I? Well, what am I doing? Talking. To wrap it round through the middle, pull it through. 1, 2, 2. Now, you think, oh, I haven't got any room left. But you have. Push and pull. So you pull that and push that. And it gives you room to put the rest in. And it'll help it become flatter. Let me just count now. Whenever you're going to take your needle off, always pull that thread so that you don't lose all your stitches. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I need to do 5 more. So I do have to pull that a little bit more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your last one. Now, to join these together, it's simple. Make sure you get that last stitch in. This is your first one that you did. You put your needle in, wrap it round, pull that, and you back stitch over your front, and you've joined it. And that's your circle. So that's this section here. Now what we're going to do is do the little frill on the edge. So you go 1, 2, 3. Now you see where this is? See where that is? That's the hole. You're not going in that one, you're going in the one next door. Wrap it round, pull it through. So you've made one little frill. 1, 2, 3. So it's sat there, you put it in the next one. You're just doing the one stitch. 1, 2, 3. You don't wrap it round, leave that. Just put it through the next one, wrap it round, pull it through. Back stitch over the front. 1, 2, 3. And you do that all the way around. And that gives you that little frilly edge. They're quite cute. So that's where you started, and all you're going to do now is to put it through the first one, wrap it round and pull that through, and you've now joined your... Oh, actually you don't, sorry. No. So you do that, and then you see this section here, so you're going to go through there, wrap your wool round, and you pull the back one over the front one, and you're done. So you just pull that down onto there, and that is your flower, like that, you see. And you know, you can add your leaf, do what you like. You put your leaf on top there and put another one on. They can do them smaller if you want. You just to do them smaller, do less stitches. I did 10, but you could do 6. Doesn't matter. Depends what you want. So let's fix this up. So all I'm going to do is take it at the back. So this is the back of it. I mean, you can have your flower anyway, but I like them the right way around. So I'm taking this and a stitch down, because I want to meet up with this one. So I'm going to go down this leg. I call them legs. I don't care. Yeah. I know if Julie was alive, she'd be devastated because she loved Trump. But, you know, apologies. Not apologies. I don't know. I'm apologising for. We are sorry. Here in Britain, we do happen to like him. I like his policies. And I think he's the only president that you've ever had to do what he says. And if you go back and look at all the policies, all his promises, he fulfilled each and every one of them. So, you know, I know there's a lot of haters out there, but there's a lot of haters on here. And I no doubt after saying I like him, I like his policies, I'll cop it in the neck. But there you go. There we've got some sick people. See, you can make them coloured and layer them up, and they look lovely. Now, if you wanted to extend that flower, you just go into these loops. You know, you've done this chain of 3. You can just, like, what you can do is you can go 3 into, do 3 of those into that on the next round. And then do this on the end of them when you've finished them, and you extend your flower, and they're really, really nice. They are just really nice. So I hope that is helpful. You know, you've got to do what you got to do, mate. I hope that's helpful. They're just easy to do and make up. See, that one is that one. See? But with 25 in, that's only got 20 in. And then you've got the little loops here. Don't know if you can see the loop in there. See? That's all that is. So that's the same. They're the same as that one. And like I said, they're the same as that one. That's the same as that one. And that one. I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.